How's it going, everyone? The patch notes are now live for the patch that is rolling out tomorrow. There is a lot of information in this patch, so I'm going to try my best to cover all the major points that I saw. I'm not going to go over everything because it'll be like a 20-minute plus video, so I will leave a link for it down in the comment section so you guys can find it to read it for yourselves. But before I get into the patch itself, I just wanted to let you guys know that we are doing a stream on Friday. It's a Halloween themed stream. We will be dressing up in costume, me and Gabby. We'll be doing a drunk stream, and there will be a bunch of different rewards and stuff for you guys, like the previous stream that we did. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. And that is this Friday, shooting for 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, it'll be pretty fun. So getting into this update, the very first thing we have, Heroes vs. Villains is coming to Felucia. It says the feedback around Felucia has been nothing short of fantastic, as the response has been so great. We wanted to give you a bit more of the planet. As part of the next update, we'll be enabling Felucia for Heroes vs. Villains. We're bringing an area that surrounds the village and the Sarlacc pit for you to fight within. What this means is that you will have access to the laser fence, including the panel that can turn it on and off. What you do with this information is entirely up to you. So that's pretty cool. I mean, for those of you that like Heroes vs. Villains, there you go. You have that option to play on Felucia now. And then we are getting 2 new skins. We're getting one for Luke Skywalker and one for Han Solo. These skins have been requested for a long time. This Han skin, I'm not really the biggest fan of another Han skin since he has 7 and a lot of the villains don't even have a second skin yet. But this is the New Hope Han skin, which has been in like the game's advertising and it just never showed up in the game. So they are finally listening to feedback and adding that. And then you're getting the ceremony outfit for Luke, which is tied behind a challenge. And it says the new appearance for Luke will be connected to a special in-game event, while Yavin Ceremony Han will be classified as epic and will be available for 40,000 in-game credits or 1,000 crystals. Once the special in-game event has ended, Yavin Luke will be available for 40,000 in-game credits or 1,000 crystals. So for those of you that don't get the chance to unlock them with the event, then there you go. You can just straight up buy them. And then next, they just mentioned Ewok Hunt. It's getting changed and stuff. I covered a video yesterday about it. If you guys want more information on that, the video will be linked at the end of this video, so you guys can go get that community transmission. And then they are expanding co-op. Co-op's getting a little bit of tweaks and stuff this month's update. It says we're expanding co-op this month, and with it will come the ability to defend on each of the planets. Whereas previously you were only able to play as the attacking team, this time around you'll be tasked to dig your heels in deep and defend your command posts. Stop attacking forces from capturing all your command posts and you will be crowned victorious. When you select co-op from the main menu, you'll now be given the choice between which side to play on. The server will then place you in the most suitable game possible. Breakdown of who the Republic or Separatists defend on which planet is below. Camino, Republic defend. Geonosis, the Separatists defend. Naboo, Republic defends. Kashyyyk will be Republic defending, and Felucia will be the Separatist defending. And then there's some just trooper changes and stuff. There's a lot of quality of life changes coming in this update. So it says, moving on to troopers and some changes to the officer's flash grenade. It has been tweaked to slightly make it less obstructive. It will cause a flash, but won't be as strong as staring into a Death Star exploding. So I think they're finally taking the feedback from all the people complaining about the officer and Leia not being as strong as the officer. So hopefully this makes the flash not nearly as annoying as what it is. And then with Capital Supremacy, they're adding a destructible objective on the final phase of the Dreadnought, just like they did in the last update for the clone ship. This is just a destructible panel that is on the droid ship now, so we'll have to see how that works. And then it says, we're bringing a new default appearance to the Republic Jet Trooper. The new default appearance will match that of the 501st Legion. We'll be moving the already existing default appearance as an unlock, which everyone will own. Should you wish to use it, simply head to the collection menu. And then here is an image of this Jet Trooper. I think this Jet Trooper looks pretty cool. I mean, I think it looks sick, but I am a little disappointed with this. When they said that we were getting reinforcement skins, I imagined that we would get like BX droid skins, we would get ARC Trooper skins, we would get the new Clone Commando skins. Was not expecting just a Jet Trooper skin, and this is all we're getting. So I'm a bit disappointed with that. This is a cool looking skin though, and just hopefully this is the first of many more like reinforcement skins to come in the future, because I'm a bit disappointed with just having one for the Jet Trooper. Then we have some quality of life stuff. It says redesign the abilities overlay screen, which now shows you equipped star cards. For relevant heroes, add an icon and information about the passive ability that lets them regen health when they defeat an enemy. And it says tweak the logic and timing of stagger animations to allow players to move easier after attacks. All characters are immune to staggers 0.7 seconds after having been staggered, and then players can move out of abilities, and then so they basically are just like making it so you don't get staggered multiple times back to back to back. This is going to make it flow a lot smoother. And then we have health on kill and damage messaging. All heroes except boss gain an amount of health when they defeat an enemy. This is now shown with a health icon and health bar animation as it takes effect. The same message is implemented for the clone commando when he gains health, and the same messages is implemented for infantry for like different star cards like assault training, brawler, stalker, aerial training, and enforcer training. So basically anytime you get health on kill, it's going to show you that you're getting health on kill. So I think that's a pretty good change. Then we have hero changes. It says hero abilities will not get canceled. When heroes are hit with melee attacks, a melee attack right after a lightsaber attack should not stagger the player. Pass on all hero abilities, letting players use them during or after being staggered depending on the ability. And then that is combined with the lightsaber hero changes. It says abilities are not staggering front-facing heroes who are blocking. If a player blocks an ability coming from the front, the hero will only perform a blocking animation but will not get staggered by it. If a player blocks an ability coming from behind, the hero will be fully affected by the ability, blocking animation, and staggering. Blaster shots will now drain stamina of blocking heroes based on weapon damage instead of a fixed value. This is a good change, so now if someone hits you with a more powerful blaster, it's going to drain your stamina quicker than just, because the way it was before, it was a set number. So like let's say Grievous can only block 3 shots, so it didn't matter the weapon damage. So now if Grievous is blocking someone with a really powerful weapon, it might only block 2 shots compared to 3. That's just an example. And then they fix an issue where lightsaber sound would keep playing when dodging with the lightsaber turned off. Fix an issue where deflected blaster shots would not show properly as the cause of death. Fix an issue that would cause the wrong sound and UI effects to appear when players are hurt or defeated by deflected blaster shots. And then they fix an issue where lightsaber heroes would still take damage after completing a dash. That's a huge one. I couldn't tell you how many times I've dashed and then still took damage just because they swung and I wasn't there. So these are some good quality of life changes. This should make lightsaber combat feel a lot better than what it currently is. This is just completely changing the way that you block. Pretty much if anything is in front of you and you're blocking, you'll stop it. But if anybody's to the side or behind you, then that's pretty realistic. Like if you get hit with a force push from behind, you won't be able to block it. So then moving on to the individual hero stuff, I'll just read these off on the actual page. That way, I mean, there's a lot to cover here for these hero tweaks. So Kylo Ren Resilient Star card states that it has damage reduction. Okay, damage reduction for Resilient Star cards is now reduced to 10, 13, 16, 20 to 4, 6, 8, and 10. So he's getting a pretty big nerf right there. Added UI elements for increased lightsaber damage when Kylo had the Power of Darkness Star card equipped that uses Frenzy. Luke fixed an issue where Luke's push ability could sometimes be refunded despite hitting enemies. Grievous is getting quite a few changes. It says fix an issue where thrust surge ability could sometimes be refunded despite hitting enemies. I've had that happen before. Fix an issue where using thrust surge on a moving target would occasionally cause Grievous to spin. It says occasionally, more like every single time. So that's a good fix. Well, hopefully this is fixed. Fix an issue that would cause Grievous to get stuck after using Unrelenting Advance. I've had that happen many times. Fix an issue where the Claw Rush ability can be reset after activating it from falling from certain heights. I've had that happen many times. Fix an issue where Grievous Unrelenting Advance ability would get canceled by melee attacks. All these changes are problems that happens with Grievous pretty much every single time that you use them. So I really hope that all these actually work and Grievous is as good as what he should be, because if that's the case, Grievous will probably be one of my favorite heroes to use. Then we have Palpatine. The Chain Lightning ability now shows the target number when available against opponents. Players cannot trigger it without having a target. Oh, okay, so that's a good change. I mean, now you know how many people you're going to hit if you use it, and I would always activate it by accident sometimes. So, I mean, that's good. I like that change. Then we have the staggering effect of Emperor Palpatine's double-handed lightning attack has been removed. The stamina cost of the attack has been reduced from 20 to 16 points, increasing the sustain time from 5.5 to 6.5. So Palpatine will no longer stagger people when he's using both of his lightning, and then to compensate for that, they're making it cost less stamina, and you can hold it for longer. So I'm okay with this change. I always hated facing Palpatine because he would just stagger you no matter what, and then, I mean, if he's staggering you, you're basically dead because you can't move. So I think this is a good quality of life change, and it'll be better not only for facing Palpatine, but it'll be better playing as Palpatine. And then we have Bosk. Increase the speed of Predator Instinct's animation, reducing its duration by 0.5 seconds. Then we have reduced the active time of proximity mines from 0.3 to 0.1 seconds, allowing players to act earlier. Reduce the active time of Deoxys Grenade from 0.4 to 0 seconds, allowing players to act earlier. So this just means that his animations go a little bit quicker. Like, you probably won't notice that big of a difference, but it will make a slight difference. Like they did that with Chewbacca in the last update, and I could notice a difference. So when you throw down your mines, you'll be able to jump or shoot or react a little bit sooner, is basically all this is doing. Then we have Chewbacca. They just fixed an issue where you could ground slam through walls. Yoda fixed an issue that would prevent Yoda's presence ability to work as intended, remove detrimental effects when affected by an enemy's immobilizing ability. We have Obi-Wan, fix an issue where Obi-Wan would get damage reduction and immunity to enemy force abilities when trying to use all-out push at the same time as attacking with a lightsaber or using another ability. Fix an issue where all-out push would get activated but not trigger any animation or push if used the same time as a lightsaber strike. So if you guys didn't know, there was a glitch going around people would have used with Obi-Wan, where if you pushed and swung at the same time, you would get, it basically would make you invincible. So that's been a problem for like 2 months now, and this is finally fixing that. And then Anakin fixed an issue where Anakin's passionate strike ability would not properly reset if a player was interrupted by an opponent. Fixed an issue where heroic might was refunded when Anakin successfully triggered it, while no enemies are in range. Then we have just a character model with change color for Iden. That's a small fix. Count Dooku fixed an issue where Count Dooku's weakness would not be refunded if he killed his target. And that is it for all the individual hero changes. And then one of the smaller fixes that I noticed is Hero Showdown fixed an issue where players would be kicked out of a game as being inactive while spectating another player. That has been a problem since Hero Showdown came out. Anybody that was watching their friends, they would get kicked from the game because they died first, and it was so infuriating. So that's a great change. I'm glad that they finally fixed that. And then they made some tweaks to like instant action and stuff where like you have all your purple cards and stuff unlocked. And that's going to do it for everything major that I saw. If I missed something, I apologize, but like I said, this will be linked down below so you guys can check it out for yourselves. But I think this is a pretty good update. There's a lot of stuff coming, just quality of life stuff, bug fixes. We get some new hero skins. We get a new version of Ewok Hunt. And yeah, this will keep us busy for a little bit. I'm pretty happy with this update. There's a lot of stuff coming. I'm looking forward to it. Good update, which will take us into November, where we have Jedi Fallen Order coming out, and they're probably going to release some Episode 9 stuff here within the next couple months, so I think this is a good update. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. What are your guys' opinions on these changes? And that is going to do it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out. Join the Discord. The link is found in the description down below. Follow me on Twitch at SwanyPlaysGames Live. And then remember to check us out on stream this Friday. And I will talk to you all in the next video.
Will you join me? Accept your fate. I grew impatient.